Hello, everybody. Hope you're all doing well today. So, yeah, we are back again with Fruit of Grisaia. And it'll be the last time we play for this week, because we're going back to Kingdom Hearts 2 next time I stream this week. I'm gonna try to flip-flop like that if I can. If I happen to have 3, I'll do kind of a buffer stream, so one that'll work as the transition, sorta. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I think I'm only gonna get lucky this week and have 3. I'll probably be back to 2. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Alright, so when we last played, we got ourselves onto Michiru's route. And it was an interesting way that happened. The backstory again for how we got to that route, for anyone that had missed out. Randomly, the conversation of best friends came up, and last time it was brought up, Michiru kind of became withdrawn. It was acting weird, almost like she was sick. So the conversation happened again. She was in the room and she didn't feel well and she just kind of left. Like she left the school grounds entirely. We kind of had a feeling on where she was, and the other girls kind of forced us to go and find her. For blaming us for it for whatever reason. I mean, it's Yuji. We hate this fucker. So it's usually his fault. So he goes to a cliffside, like, spot near the ocean that he found her at one time. And he finds her, but it's not her. She's not her usual loud, obnoxious self. Like, she's not the pseudo tsundere we all know and love. She's more calm and almost introspective. Even Yuji kind of says, "You're not Michiru. Who are you?" She more or less refers to herself as the other Michiru. So I've got the sneaking suspicion that Michiru has DID, which is pretty interesting. So we were given a choice after a little bit of conversation to either leave her alone or actually ask her something. I can't remember the actual specifics. Blame my bad memory. But we decided to keep talking with this other Michiru. Eventually, the conversation led to, you ever had a girlfriend or a lover? You ever been kissed? What's a kiss feel like? What's the sensation? Mind if I kiss you kind of thing. So she straight up kissed us just to analytically, understand it. And not too long after, she pretty much had to say goodbye because she went back to normal Michiru, who had no recollection of anything that happened. Other than, why are you so close to me? You want to back off, give you some space kind of thing? So we go back, everything's kind of normal, but we're a little weird around Michiru because, like, we're just keep thinking, why did she kiss us? So when normal Michiru notices, she even asks what's going on? And we're like, it's something you did to me a few days ago. And she's like, what did I do to you? Just show me what I did. So Yuji proceeded to kiss Michiru, who was then stunned silent and is now incredibly awkward around Yuji. So we're pretty much picking up from there, mostly the other girls kind of knowing that we kissed her. We're also very nonchalant about it. It's like, oh, we kissed. Yep. There we go. There's our Michiru save. Ignore the fact that it is all the way down here and not 1. These are just, again, for the other girls' routes, so I can get on them very easily. I'm glad there's not too much context for each route. big start because the common route was mostly just slice of life shenanigans, which was fun. Alright, so we're gonna start up and we shall see where this route takes us. Ah, that's right, we left off with Amane screaming. From above, I hear a strange, warbling scream straight out of a kung fu movie. My first instinct is to suspect a terrorist attack of some sort, but there's nothing in the way of explosions or gunfire, so that seems fairly unlikely. Whatever the case, I clearly need to investigate. Leaving my room, I immediately head for the stairs.
Kazami-san, Amane-sanの声がしましたが、暴漢に襲われでもしたのでしょうか?
Can't deny the possibility. There's no way to know for sure until we take a look. Let's go investigate.
では、Amane-さんが暴漢に無残に服を引きちぎられたことを想定して、何か羽織るものを持っていった方がよろしいでしょうか?
Sachi, why? Why is that your first instinct? Okay, stop talking and follow me. We'll know soon enough what she needs.
はい。これ何? Amane-さん、暴漢ですね。いや、違う。これ見て、洗濯機の中に。暴漢が?
Oh my god, there's no hoodlums!
そうじゃなくて、いいから見てよ。はい、確認します。あらら、これは。
Is it a cat? Oh. I peer over Sachi's shoulder into the open washing machine. It's full of colorful toy cars a few inches in length. A handful would be weird enough, but at a rough estimate, there must be a good 100 of these things in there.
洗濯しようと思ったら、おもちゃの車が中に。申し訳ありません。Amaneさんに頼まれていた買い物を一時的にここに保管しておいたのでした。ここって洗濯機の中に?
I have many questions. Number 1, Amane, what do you need 100 toy cars for? Question 2, Sachi, why would you put them inside the washing machine?
So そんなわけないですよね。なぜ洗濯機の中におもちゃを保管するんですか?
I don't know. Why would you take your maid outfit off to use it as a mop when we just made one comment as a joke? Sachi, everybody.
Amaneさんに品物を渡そうと思ったら、それよりランドリーが汚れているから掃除しておいてと指示を受けたので、ひとまず洗濯機の上に置いたんです。
Now that she mentions it, there are indeed a good dozen cardboard boxes stacked on top of the machine. Tell me, Sachi, are these all full of model cars?
はい、そうです。おそらく箱が壊れて中身が洗濯機に落ちちゃったんですね。見てください。他の箱も重みで破れてきて。
What a shock. Toy cars are heavy.
落ちた！箱が壊れて全部落ちた！
What do you need all these cars for? Our washing machine seems to be drowning in toys.
あららららら。まあ、これでこそみたいなところですね。
Amane, my friend, what were you planning on doing with this massive collection of toys?
知らない
わよ。私さっちゃんにこんなの頼んだ覚えないもん。
それはどういうことでしょうか。ちゃんとあまねさんの言う通りに買い物をしてきたのですが。
Oh no. Please no. Please don't be what I think it is, or do I just have D-Gen brain?
私はおもちゃの車が欲しいなんて言ってないよね。
あまねさんはこうおっしゃいました。ミニカー一機がやりたいと。
Oh, thank God.
ミニカー一機で気持ちよくなりたいと、そう私に言いつけました。
A model car riot. What? Huh. Model car riot? Don't think I've heard that phrase before.
はい、私も最初は困惑しましたが、すぐにミニカーを使った一機のことだと分かりました。一機といえば少なくとも100人からの人が必要です。ですからこの小峰幸、まずは100台のミニカーを集めるところからスタートしたのです。その作業は困難を極めました。一口にミニカー100台といっても、そこまで在庫を抱えた玩具店はなかなかありません。おじさま、ミニカーくださいな、100台。5台ならあるよ、お嬢ちゃん。そんな会話の応酬です。しかし、あまねさんがミニカーで悲願の一機をやりたいのであれば、それ相応の数を集めなくてはなりません。私は様々な玩具店に問い合わせ、ありったけのミニカーの在庫を。
耳かきだか
ら。Oh no.
集めました。そしてここにようやく300台の。はい。
いや、私がさっちゃんに頼んだのは耳かきだから。
From moderate carb diet, she got model car riot. Oh my god. Good God. Ow.
耳かピ
じゃなくてキみかき。
耳かきもしかしてそれは耳を掃除するときに使用するあの耳かきのことでしょうか。
うん。
ミニカー一機でなくて。
Oh, Sachi, you wasted so much money.
でなくて、今まで使ってた耳かきが壊れちゃったから新しい耳かきを頼んだんだけど、耳かきとミニカー一機、まさかそんなアクロバティックな聞き間違いをするなんて。っていうか、ミニカー一機って何？どんな種類の反乱？
これは
All color draining from her face, Sachi begins to quiver like a spastic jellyfish.
大丈夫です。返品すればいいだけですよね、このミニカー。メーカーに在庫なくて、いろいろ探して11万円ほどかかりましたが、返品を。
She spent $1,100 on toy cars. All because she misheard something. I would be freaking out too. Mane, my friend, Sachi's face is currently the color of moldy vanilla yogurt. What do you plan to do about this?
さちゃん、ごめんね。私の滑舌が良くなかったんだよ。私が悪かった。
はい、承知いたしました。滑舌ですね。すぐにご用意いたします。
Uh-huh.
違うの。 困っちゃうわね。どこかにミニカーが数百台ないかしら。
Why do you need cars? Just as the crisis seems to be coming to a head, Michiru enters the scene with a blatantly unnatural line of dialogue. Turning her head to take in the horde of model cars now scattered all across the room, she opens her eyes wide.
これ全部ミニカー？まさかこんな偶然。でもこのミニカー必要だからここにあるのよね。はあ、どうしましょう。
Why do you need 100 model cars, Michiru?
みちる様、どうしましたか？
それがね、知り合いのミニカーマニアがどうしても明日中にミニカーを300台用意しなくちゃいけないっていうのよ。
Sorry, I'm taking my sweater off. It is too hot. It's a light sweater, but it was enough to make me actually kind of sweat a little.
なんでも夏のミニカー祭りで冷やしミニカーにして配るんだって。でもそんなに都合よくミニカー300台なんてないわよね。どうしましょう。
実は
What a fucking coincidence.
ごめんねサチ、もう行かなきゃ。私には時間がないの。何しろ300台のミニカーを明日までに用意しなきゃいけないから。
みちる様、ここにあるミニカー、よろしければ使っていただけませんか？
いいの？だってそんなまるで奇跡。
What a complete farce. It's taking a conscious effort to keep my eyes from rolling.
実はこのミニカーは全て返品しようかと思っていたんです。
返品だなんてとんでもない。だったら私がいただくわ。
はい、喜んで。
でもどうしましょう。すぐにでもお礼をしたいけど私持ち合わせがなくてね。今持っているものといえば偶然ポシェットに入っているこの耳かきだけ。
What a coincidence!
でもごめんなさいな。私って本当におバカさん。耳かきなんていらないわよね。これはしまっておくわ。みちる、その耳かき私にちょうだい。いいけどなんで？実はさっちゃんが耳かきとミニカー一機を、いやこれ説明しても意味わからないわね。とにかく耳かきを私がもらうとさっちゃんが喜ぶのよ。なんですって？奇跡再び。わかったわ。じゃあこれあまねにあげるわね。はい、耳かき。
みちる様、ありがとうございます。みちる様がいなければもう少しで依頼を果たせないところでした。
何言ってるの？私こそありがとう。サチのおかげで夏のミニカー祭り大成功決定ね。冷やしミニカーの屋台に行列ができるのが目に浮かぶわ。
What the hell is a chilled car stall? That's what I want to know. You just putting them in an ice box like, hey, have a free cold car. It's just a model car, but it's cold. Well, if they're really satisfied with this, I guess I'll keep my mouth shut. But seriously now.
それでは私、お掃除の時間ですので。
助かったわ、みちる。ありがとね。だから何がよ、こっちこそ助かったんだからさ。何よ。まあ助かってもお礼なんて言わないけどね。
Is that really an authentic tsundere attitude? I'm having some doubts.
そうですね。あれれ、なに
Oh, yeah, she's still awkward around us.
なんでもないわよ。あまねは黙ってなさい。ちょっとユージと会話してみて。ユージ、こんにちは。
Yeah. Hello.
来たわよ。不自然じゃない。仲直りできてないの？そんなことないわよ。普通よ、普通。はい、もう一度挨拶。こんにちは。はい、どうも。ユージ、あんたちゃんと謝れって言ったのに。いいのよ、マネ、黙って。そういうことじゃないから。ミチルこそ黙ってて。今私はユージと話してるの。
Well, if you have some solution to this, I'd honestly love to hear it.
大体何があったかわかんないけどね。女の子、黙ってってば。ごめん、そんなつもりなかったんだけど、ただ。
I think it's like the first time I've heard Michiru actually scream out in anger. Not just terror. So that's a real sharp contrast.
あ、違う。そうじゃなくて、私。ごめんね、本当に。私関係ないのに。いいの。そうじゃないの。そうじゃないってば。
Her face contorted with anxiety. Michiru stumbles repetitively over her words. It's painful to watch, but I'm not sure how to intercede. And in the next moment, just to complicate things further, Machina pokes her head into the room.
ねえねえ、どうかしたの？お、なにこのミニカ。お。
Machina, this isn't a good time. Save it for later, alright?
なんで仲間外れにするの？私だってお友達の一人なのよ。マキナ、仲間外れじゃないけど、今はその。なにあれ、チルチルどうしたの？顔色が悪いのよ。お腹痛いの？どうしたのよ、チルチルってば。
Machina, we're leaving. Stop talking and come with...
うるさい！チルチル？うるさい。やだ！
Jesus!
ミチル、ちょっと落ち着こうか。私も言い過ぎたし。やだ！
My God.
私のせい？ごめんね、チルチル。どうしよう。
She gonna switch into her other self now? Or what? I'm... Wow. Michiru, are you... For a long moment, Michiru stares fixedly at the floor in silence, her expression hidden by her bangs. Judging from their astonished reactions, Amane and Machina haven't seen the girl act like this before either. Michiru finally speaks, the first word out of her mouth comes as yet another baffling surprise.
驚いたっていうか驚いたでしょ
God damn it. It's not just the abrupt attitude shift. Michiru's expression is like that of a completely different person. Unless she's got more than just the two we know about? I'm really confused. Everyone else in the room, myself included, is struck speechless. Amane blinks her eyes in utter confusion.
どういうこと?
I probably would have been just as baffled if this was my first time seeing this Michiru. But that's not the case. A vague understanding of the situation dawns on me. She did switch. I see. So that's how it is.
そういうことってちょっと意味がわからないんだけど。何真面目な顔してんのよ。ちょっと笑っちゃうんだけど。ほらマキナにあまね、何ボケーっとした顔してんの？私が本気で落ち込むわけないでしょ。
So all of her odd behavior is DID now. Okay then.
そんじょそこらのミチル様じゃないのよ。キングオブツンデレよ。わかる？ほらもう驚いた顔しないで。はいいつもの通りに。大丈夫なの？大丈夫って何が？今までのは全部冗談よ。なんで私が落ち込まなきゃいけないのよ。っていうかそんな落ち込むようなキャラに見える？
Looks can be deceiving. Yeah, we're just gonna go with that. Looks can be deceiving. Could have fooled me for a minute there.
あんたバカそんなキャラじゃないっての。
Now she's actually talking to us again, normally.
そうなの？本気で怒らせちゃったのかと思ってすっごい驚いて心配しちゃったじゃない。チルチルも意外とやるのよね。つまりあれだろ、ドッキリってことな。ちょっと驚かせてやろうと思ったのよ。かなり真に迫った演技だったんじゃない？みんなコローっと騙されちゃって素直なんだから。すっごい疲れた。どっと疲れが出た。さ、そういう冗談やめてよね。うっかり信じちゃったじゃないの。みんなお人よしなのよ。さ、私はこのミニカーを冷凍庫にどうやって入れるか考えなきゃいけないから解散。もしかしたらみんなの冷凍庫をちょっとずつ変えるかもしれないからね。冷凍庫にミニカーとか嫌なのよさ。断る。あらそう、ケチくさいわねまったく。それじゃあ私は忙しいんで、ほら解散。はーい解散。ディスソリューション。じゃあね。私もチルチルにいたずらの仕返ししてやるのよさ。ああ、分かってると思うけど、ユージ君ちょっと待って。君には言いたいことがあるんだけど。
Is this the serious Michiru now? The normal Michiru was too overwhelmed, so this personality took over? To shield her from it? That's the big impression I'm getting. When some kind of something potentially traumatic or triggering happens, this personality takes over to shield Michiru. The moment the others stagger out of the laundry room, the smile is completely erased from Michiru's face. She watches me with a serious expression, her tone of voice cold. Doesn't surprise me. I've got something I want to ask you myself.
それは好都合ね。そうね。教室で待ってて。なるべく人の来ないところがいいから。
Okay then. Yeah, fine by me. As instructed, I immediately make my way to the empty school building. Maybe now I'll finally get some real answers about what's going on with my erratic young friend. Even as I'm settling in to wait, the door slides silently open and the girl in question enters. Michiru folds her arms and slowly, silently approaches me. She appears to be sizing me up somehow. Rather than taking a chair, she lowers herself onto a desk in front of me. We're at point-blank range, but she still hasn't said a word. Well, no waiting till the sun goes down. Instead of easing into the topic at hand, I try abruptly throwing her a bit of a fastball. You gonna explain yourself? What the hell was that supposed to be? As soon as the words leave my mouth, Michiru fires right back in an even more forceful tone of voice.
ユージ君、君こそ説明してくれない？
An explanation? Me?
そう、説明。なんであんなことしたの？もちろんあんなことってキスのことね。とぼけないでね。
Seems the girl's genuinely upset with me now. Completely incomprehensible. I was expecting you to give me some sort of explanation, but instead it's yet another lecture on responsibility.
その通り、責任です。君さ、本当に無神経だよね。
Michiru rebukes me in a vaguely disgusted tone of voice, almost like a big sister lecturing her brat of a brother on how to use his chopsticks. This coming from you. If you want to criticize my manners, shouldn't you explain who you are first? That little body swapping routine just now wasn't half bad. That's not gonna fool me. I assume you're aware of that?
私は私でしょ？逆に聞くけど、君は誰？
Well, I'm me. Not sure how else to answer that.
でしょ？自分で答えられないことを他人に聞くなんて馬鹿げてる。
Again with this. When I talk to the other Michiru, I always end up getting lost in fog, wandering straight off topic. But I'm not Alice, and this isn't the time to be getting caught up in riddles. Okay, look, I've had enough of the riddling. Just because you're perching on top of a desk doesn't mean you need to croak at me like a crow.
それ、どういう意味？
Doesn't mean anything. Listen, just answer the question, will you? That's the most basic rule of a coherent conversation.
ルールは破るためにある。
Some people feel that way, but it's hard to have a fair match without them. Here and now, for the purposes of this discussion, I think the two of us should be on even footing.
そうね、そうかもしれない。では、たった今から君のルールに従います。どんなルール？
Michiru imitates putting her hand on a Bible as she speaks. Hopefully, this means we're finally gonna get somewhere. Good. Rule number 1, the first and only rule. Truthfully answer the following question. Who are you?
だからさっきも言ったでしょ。私は私。
You're definitely Michiru, but you're not the Michiru I know. Listen, I don't need any more banter. Just give me a yes or no answer. Are you Michiru? Michiru heaves a deep sigh and hops lightly down from the desk. After a moment of silence, she shrugs her shoulders expressively, silently communicating the words, "You really are clueless, aren't you?"
ねえ、世の中はイエスとノーだけじゃ返事できない問題がたくさんある。例えば、1たす1はイエスかノーじゃ答えられない。これは謎かけじゃない。構造の問題。もちろん、あなたが好きそうな二進法に変換したら、イエスノーイエスノーイエスノーの羅列で表現できるかもしれないけど、でもそれって。
Pushing out her lips in a mild pout, she continues with a clear tinge of displeasure in her voice.
やぼったい。それもとびっきりね。
That's so? This is a problem. Seems the two of us are communicationally incompatible. Jesus. Who the fuck says that?
それじゃあ君の話は終わりかな。今度は私の話を聞いて。
I lowered myself onto a chair and leaned back in my listening pose. Sadly, I can't help but admit it. We're firmly in Wonderland territory here. Seems I have no choice but to play by her rules. Shame we don't have any tea. I'm sure your story is worth savoring at length.
大丈夫。時間は取らせない。っていうか、時間がないのよ。おっと、茶化さないでね。本当に時間がないんだから。そして、これは大問題なのよ。
After thinking for a while, Michiru clears her throat with a little cough. I get the impression the girl just brushed away the conversation to this point like so many errant particles of dust.
まず、この子はひどく動揺してる。さっきの何？あんなこと初めて。原因はもちろん君。わかるでしょ？
Yeah, guess so.
そして今日のことも深く彼女を傷つけることになる。これは君が思ってるよりもずっとシリアスに彼女を傷つける。だから君には責任を取ってほしいの。簡単に言うと、慰めてほしい。
Anyone who's played Katawa Shoujo fears comfort to somebody. Because it don't mean what you think it means, at least in that context. Comfort? You want me to pet your head then? Or maybe I should get a big stuffed animal, put some candy in a stocking, and drop down the chimney at Christmas?
だから茶化さないで。明日の朝、この子の部屋に来て、それから慰めて。とっても優しく、とっても紳士的に。
comfort me like a gentleman. Can't say I've ever heard someone make a request like that on their own behalf before. People drop hints, but outright telling someone, I'm weak, comfort me, is more than a little unusual. Will that prevent any future problems?
ある程度はね。でも君がこの子にキスした時点でそれは始まってしまったのよ。
Hold on. You're making this out to be my fault, but you're the one who started this.
そうね、確かにそう。でも私と違ってこの子は純粋なの。でもこの子はそれとは比べ物にならないの。あのキスで。
Michiru hesitates for a moment, but apparently decides that there's no use hiding it. She fires off the words as if eager to get them off her tongue.
君のことを好きになったのよ。
I wonder what our first clue was.
単純だって笑わないでね。だって生まれて初めてのキスをしたのよ。それで普通でいろって方が難しいんじゃない？
If you say so.
何か質問はある？
Quite a few, actually. There's a mountain of things I don't understand. But I don't trust this hitting wall to return my volleys properly. Lob a tennis ball at her, and you might well get a watermelon flying back at you. No. Not for you, at least. I'll talk to the girl myself tomorrow. Seems like it'll be faster that way.
そう。それならそれで構わない。でもあくまで。
A gentleman?
わかってるじゃない。君って堅物だけど、飲み込みは早いのね。
The conversation apparently concluded. Michiru waves her hand vaguely in my general direction.
あまり四角ばらないでね。はい、これあげる。まったく、あんな数、どうしろっていうのよ。
Leaving a single model car behind on top of the desk, Michiru strides out of the classroom. It's like something out of a mystery novel. Completely beyond me. I'm a spectator on this ride, and the windows are opaque. I was hoping to get a handle on the situation, but it's impossible. I don't even feel like reading some escapist novel right now. The only thing I want to do at the moment is collect my thoughts without the risk of being disturbed. Which means... guess I'll go for a little run. With a small sigh, I quietly close the story of the girl named Michiru, placing a bookmark between today and tomorrow. Some things are inevitable. The carefully wrapped present you hand to a child never comes back in one piece. There's no night without a dawn. The wrapping paper gets torn to shreds and the sun rises. That's the way the world works. The girl who wasn't the girl told me to come to her room in the morning. A lot about this strikes me as strange, but at the moment I want to get this situation resolved. Time enough to pick at the details later. Jeez, read. Dumb me. Yeah, this is interesting. He even says that she wholly refers to Michiru as a separate person. It says that they're more innocent than them. Yeah, how did this come about? Good question is, which is truly the original Michiru personality? Which one actually came about, was around first, and then which one formed? I'm sure the route will answer that. I'm really intrigued. Although getting up at 5 in the morning is perfectly routine for me, I understand that I'm something of an outlier among my age group in this regard. Therefore, I decided to take care of my normal morning run and shower off my sweat before paying my visit. Once I'm clean and dressed, I pull out the mental bookmark I've wedged between 2 slices of time, making my way to Michiru's room to pick up the story where I left off. Well, I'm here at least, so that's step 1. How exactly am I supposed to make my entrance? Most likely, the Michiru on the other side of the door has no idea that I'm coming. I pause for a moment, trying to think up a decent opening line. But soon enough, I shake my head and reach out for the door handle, or doorknob. Thinking isn't gonna help right now. Too many unknowns. Whatever happens, happens. Michiru, you awake? I wait patiently for a response, but as expected, there's no answer. Guess I'll have to make the first move. I'm coming in. If that's a problem, you can tell me why inside. It's unlocked, so my forcible entrance poses no particular difficulties. As I quietly close the door behind me, something stirs slowly in the darkness. For one strange moment, it feels as if the room itself is breathing. Fortunately, there's a bit of sunlight leaking through the gaps in the blinds, so my eyes begin to adjust. It's still gloomy in here, but not enough to pose any real issues. I've spent long enough in darkness where I couldn't tell the difference between having my eyes open and shut. This dimness isn't a problem by comparison. Kids yelling and playing outside. That's just that noise I'm hearing through my headphones somehow. The cloying scent of cheap candy and imported fabric softener hangs in the air, thick as tobacco smoke. Hidden inside the stronger smells, I also pick up a faint hint of ammonia. Probably a major component of that witch's brew the girl slathers on her hair. Kitty meow! I'm startled by the sudden warmth of a living creature coiling itself around my legs. It's the cat Michiru's been doting on lately. Seem to remember her claiming it wasn't a pet, but if it's hanging around her room, that seems implausible. Hello there, Rommel. Where's Michiru? I like how we keep calling the cat Rommel. I think because Kitty Meow is just a whatever name. And probably also just to bug Michiru. Get her to claim that is her cat. Oh god, I can see the bags under my eyes and they look terrible. The cat reacts to my voice by pattering off on its tiny paws and hiding in the bed. Seems he doesn't like me too much. What a shock, someone doesn't like Yuji? It's almost like I don't like Yuji. And from a little above where the cat vanished, a somewhat surly human voice answers me. Addresses me. It's not wrong. God damn it. Hmm? Is that blanket blob you, Michiru?
ロンメルじゃない。そんな変な名前じゃないもん。
I'm gonna open the curtains. I understand it might be easier to relax in the dark, but a little light should help you wake up.
うん。
Okay, that's kind of adorable. Michiru's sitting on the bed, a blanket draped over her head, her knees clutched to her chest. She's trembling visibly, like some kind of traumatized war refugee. Or maybe a child, waiting anxiously for parents who should have been home hours ago. Keeping a cat in the dorm, are we? Pretty bold. Can't say I entirely approve, though.
違う。気がついたらこの部屋にいたの。連れてきたわけじゃない。本当だもん。
Sound rather forlorn, my friend. Forgot to put on your tsundere attitude this morning?
うん。
Yeah, she says. I grab the back of a nearby chair and pull it up to the bed. After briefly declaring I'm going to sit, I do so without waiting for Michiru's response.
座っていいって。まだ言ってないじゃない。
That's more like it. Go on, give me the vinegar.
何それ。
Well, what's with that whiny tone of voice? You're really off your game. I'll be your audience, so how about starting with your vocal warm-ups? If you'd like, we can restart this scene from the point where I entered the room.
そんなことしないもん。ねえ。あんたは女の子が落ち込んでるのを見て、ちょっと優しくしたりとかできないわけ？
I suppose I could, if someone told me to. But would that really make you happy?
ちょっと虚しいけど、だいぶ嬉しいかもしれない。
What a reprehensible woman. But if you want my kindness that badly, I suppose I can give it to you. I lean forward in the chair, reach out with one hand, and give Michiru a few pats on the head.
何これ？
Kindness. Not enough for you? Here, take a little extra.
そう。
Now then, that should be enough for the moment. I'm gonna get to the topic at hand. No need to prolong this, alright? You can just respond to the questions. Unless I'm completely off base, you're dragging around a serious problem of some sort. I'm not looking to pry, but whatever it is, it's creating headaches for me as well. I'm not particularly fond of stumbling cluelessly through difficult situations. To put it simply, I don't like this. I want you to explain your current condition. Can you do that for me?
私何かした？いや、したんだよね。したよね。
That's right. So you don't remember after all.
うん。ごめんなさい。
With those words, Michiru lets out a tremendously long sigh. Sounds like something a 10,000-year-old cat accidentally brushing his overly long whiskers against the moon. What the fuck? Nothing to apologize about. You can take it nice and slow, so try to talk, alright? We got plenty of time.
いつも暇さえあれば本を読んでるじゃない。その貴重な時間を邪魔していいの？
Not a problem. Don't sweat the small stuff right now, alright? Anyway, this happens to be exactly where I left my bookmark.
この場所？
Yeah. This is the start of the story, and you're the end. But I need you to talk if I'm ever gonna decipher it.
変なの。それって謎々みたい。
Maybe. In that case, you're the one who has the answer. I'll hear you out, Michiru, so talk to me. Just make sure to wake me up if I doze off from boredom. I've tried sleep learning before, but it never really did much for me.
もうわかった。話する。
The cat in Michiru's arms suddenly gives a single meow. Taking that as her cue, the girl licks her lips and begins to speak.
そのうまく伝えられるかどうかわからないけど、覚えてないの。さっき猫にその猫さんがこの部屋にいたっていうのも私が連れてきたんじゃないって言ったでしょ。勝手にいたの。ここまで来たのか、それとも私が連れてきたのに忘れてしまったのかわからないけど、本当に覚えてないのよ。
Okay, so the other Michiru knows everything. They're always watching, even through the current Michiru's eyes. Like, everything she experiences, the other Michiru knows. But whenever the other Michiru takes over, this Michiru doesn't know what happens. So she has a lot of lapses in memory because of that. Because that literally she just does not know. It's just gone. Like, just total blanks in her memory. That's actually really scary. Just suddenly, like, losing an hour or two of your day like that. You could be in your room and then suddenly, wait, when did I get outside? There's a deep wrinkle in Michiru's brow. She resembles a child trying to read a bulky encyclopedia. The girl doesn't seem to know quite where to begin.
でもいつからそうなったかははっきりと覚えてる。あの時から私は記憶が飛んじゃうようになったの。突然何もかもわからなくなって、気がつくと次の朝ってこともあった。
Okay, that's actually really terrifying. Honestly, losing an entire fucking day. I'm surprised she's managed to keep herself together this well for so long. Because that is horrifying.
例えばね、例えばよ。電車の中から外の風景を眺めていると、窓の向こうに何が見えるかわかるよね。覚えてないとしても、なんとなくわかる。でも私は真っ暗なトンネルに入ったみたいになって、一瞬で過ぎ去っていく景色も見えないの。
Definite points for the metaphor, or simile, however you want to say it. God damn. Conscious, but not conscious at the same time. Just like trapped in her own body in those moments almost. She doesn't even know. Oh my god. Alright, now, when did this happen? She said she knows when it started. Something happened that made this split happen.
それで 気がつくと長いトンネルを抜けて、その先が雪国だったらまだまし。綺麗さっぱり、何も覚えてない状態で翌朝になってる。
So your memory's been skipping. Okay then, let me ask you a more precise question. Do you remember what happened yesterday?
部分的にはね、ちゃんと覚えてるわよ。ランドリーでみんなと話してて、それでユージがいたから緊張して、すごく胸が苦しくなって、それでなんだか頭の中が熱くなって、私多分誰かに怒鳴っちゃった気がする。途端に大きな氷柱を飲み込んだみたいに気持ちがすっきりして、でもそれから後のことは覚えてない。気がついたら猫ニャがいて、ベッドの上で私は泣いてた。
Localized amnesia, is it? Is the girl herself aware that these gaps in her memory coincide with the emergence of another Michiru?
あの後どうなったの？私のことみんな怒ってる。
Is that why she puts on the tsundere act? Like, is that why she puts on the tsundere act entirely? Because she has these moments where she doesn't know what happened, so she acts like she doesn't care. It's like, whatever kind of thing. Just... Is that just her way to cope with her not knowing what she does for potentially hours on end? Oh my god. A coping mechanism for a coping mechanism, more or less. Jesus. Does she do her morning, like, vocal exercises thing just to know that this is her? So if she remembers doing it, then she's, you know, gonna remember, hopefully remember most of the day. If she doesn't remember doing them that day, she knows she's lost time in the morning? Oh my god. Is she drinking that super citrusy crap to try to improve her memory? Explain a lot of the things she does. No, it shouldn't be a problem. I don't think you need to worry about that.
やっぱり
Biting her lower lip, Michiru mumbles a single word. It falls out of her mouth with a dull thunk of a sizable rock hitting the floor. Again? What's that supposed to mean?
嫌いにならないでね。あ、いや、いつもそうなの。私が覚えてないとき、何か嫌なことが起こっているんじゃないかって思うんだけど、全然そんなことないの。むしろ、問題が解決していたり、以前より物事が順調な方向に向かったり、そんなことの方が多いの。
Not turning her head, Michiru flicks her eyes over for a figurative glimpse at me. A fruitive glimpse, whatever. After confirming that my expression hasn't changed dramatically, she gives a small sigh and resumes her story.
昨日も同じ。私が何か失敗をしても丸く収まってる。だから余計にどうしていいかわからない。ねえユージ、私何をしたの？
Okay, that's even... Oh, God. I wouldn't worry too much. Your memory's probably just a little confused. At a guess, the situation was overwhelming, so you had to flip a mental switch to deal with it.
頭を切り替えるって。
Michiru reacts strongly to those words in particular. Maybe she does know after all? Well, I'm no doctor, and you're not a patient. It's up to you how much you want to hear.
何それ？どういうこと？
I don't think it's that difficult to sentence. Think it over. Michiru lowers her gaze to the floor, staring at the carpet as if looking for the words she dropped earlier. But soon enough, she abandons the search and closes her eyes in apparent resignation.
ユージ、全部言ってみて。
Alright. Immediately after you screamed,
ちょっと待って。手、握ってもいい？
I guess. I don't really mind. Michiru timidly reaches out to me. Her small hand, damp with sweat, trembles like a sick songbird.
それで。
Immediately after you screamed in the laundry, the other...
ちょっと待って。もうちょっと近づいてもいい？
I guess. I don't really mind. Michiru sidles across the bed toward me. As she draws near, the fingers of her hand twine their way between mine. Can I continue now? Immediately after you screamed...
ごめん。さ。
What now?
ギュッてしていい？
Okay, this is kind of sweet and also a little sad at the same time. Like... Okay, I really like Michiru, okay? I like her character so far, and... I would just want to hold her right now, because she's feeling so confused. I'm not familiar with that verb. Request clarification.
だから言って。
I can't determine what you're referring to from that word alone. And I'm unable to answer.
じゃあちょっとやってみるね。
Michiru pulls away for a moment, and then leans over and wraps her arms around me, keeping her eyes averted the whole way. She's squeezing pretty forcefully, almost like a child clutching a giant stuffed animal for reassurance.
ギュってこういう感じ。こうしてもいい？
Seems a slightly academic question at this point. You already are.
そうだけど、してもいい？
I guess. I don't really mind.
よかった。それで？
This little scene must look something like a large tree nearly ready to fall, being supported from the side by a lumberjack. A little ironic, since Michiru's clearly the one who needs to be propped up right about now. Alright, this time I'm gonna finish the sentence. Immediately after...
ごめん、やっぱりいい。
What do you mean?
やっぱり言わなくていいってこと。ごめんなさい。
Alright. In that case, can you let go of me now?
うん、
She doesn't want to.
やっぱり
No.
離れなきゃダメだよね。
Even as she speaks, Michiru buries her face against my chest. I can feel the area near her lips grow warm with every exhalation of breath.
やっぱり離れるのが普通だよね。変だもんね、これ。
Well, it's not especially inconvenient for me, so I don't really mind.
ありがとう。
She just wants to snuggle and be held. Nothing to worry yourself about. The girl maintains her embrace on me for quite some time. My thoughts drift back to the enigmatic other Michiru. What was that?
嫌いになった？
Hate? Why would I? Where's this coming from?
だってやっぱり変でしょ、こういうのって。普通じゃないよね、私。
None of us are normal. No one's normal. There is no normal.
あ、こういうのって記憶が飛んだりってことね。今のこの状況のことではないよ。
Why would we hate? Certainly not what you'd call typical, but honestly, I don't view it as a major problem.
そう？
Yeah. I'm not sure why anyone would dislike you over something like that. In the first place, nobody could call me normal either, you know? Even I'm aware of that.
うん。ユージは変だもんね。
That's right. So don't worry about it.
優しいね。
I get that a lot. To be honest, I'm getting tired of hearing it.
バカ。ありがとう。来てくれて嬉しかった。
Feel a little guilty to hear you say that.
なんで？
Because I didn't come here on my own initiative.
そっか。そうなんだ。そっか。そうだよね。
To be perfectly honest, Michiru, I came here because you told me to.
私に？
She seems to be making an effort to hide it now, but Michiru's clearly still disturbed. Confusion and anxiety flash across her face. Seems like this really is one topic she wants to avoid above all others. But if we keep tiptoeing around it, we're never going to make any real progress.
それはその。猫にゃ。
Watching the cat cuddle up against her leg, Michiru slowly continues to speak.
私は自分の知らない間に何が起こってるのかすごく怖いの。
Rightfully so!
状況が悪くなってないからそれで構わないなんてことにはならないでしょ。
Like, if you just blanked out one day and you were suddenly a millionaire, I'd be a little freaked out. It's like, how did this happen? Where did I get all this fucking money? What did I do? It's like she says every time she blanks out, the situation is better.
自分の知らないところで自分が何かしてるなんてすごく怖い。
Yeah, it would be.
自分が自分でなくなっちゃうような気がして怖いの。思い出せないことが多くなって、知らないことが増えて、私の世界がどんどん小さく狭くなって、最後には私は自分でなくなる。
Okay, wow. She's afraid to stop being herself. God damn. This music doesn't help.
そういうのが怖い。
Death of self. Death of your personality. You're afraid just to become this other person. She's afraid one day she's just never gonna come back from a lapse in memory. It'd probably take something extreme for the other Michiru to take over full time, but goddamn.
でも
As Michiru pets the cat's head, it emits a noisy, rumbling purr.
朝の来ない夜はないだよね。
And her voice, as she speaks those words, is slightly brighter than before. How does that one go? There's no night without a dawn, and no rain that doesn't end? True enough. But even if the sun does get sick of rising, as long as you're yourself, your world isn't going to get any smaller. Who cares about the rain? Morning and night have nothing to do with it. It's all you.
そうですか。そうですか。そうですか。
Hmm?
あんたね、ちょっとあれでしょ。私のこと誤解しちゃったでしょ。それは全部あれだ。嘘ですからね、ビッシー。
Just as I notice that her eyes have grown slightly red, Michiru begins snorting roughly through her nose and shouting transparent nonsense at me. The girl really needs to learn how to deal with her emotions a little more calmly. No need to force it.
無理なんてしてないもん。だから今ここで話したこととか、もうしたこととかは忘れなさいよね。
The stuff we did? By which you mean your unilateral clinging session?
聞こえません。っていうか抱きついてません。とにかくね、あんた女の子の部屋に男が入ってくるとかありえないんですけど。
Not to repeat myself, but you're the one who...
うっさい。いいから出てって。早くもう待てない。それなら私が出ていきますんが。
As Michiru stomps off toward the door, the cat follows at a dignified pace, holding its tail straight up in the air. You forgot your broom. How about a radio while you're at it? I hear the delivery service industry is booming. That's a fucking Kiki's Delivery Service reference.
誰が魔女よ。クロは女を美しく見せるって金髪の私に喧嘩売ってんの。
The blonde by choice community. The way I see it, blonde or black is beyond the point. What's beautiful is beautiful. Right. For example...
それって例えば何よ
For example... that cat.
猫かーいあんたちゃんと私が部屋に戻ってくるまでにはこっから消えてなさいよね
Yeah, got it. I'll be out in a minute.
あんまり長くいられると男臭くてたまんないのよ
I just said I'll leave.
それとねえユンジ
What now?
今日のこと誰かに言ったらマジでぶっこら
Well, looking back on this little visit, I've resolved exactly nothing. I've achieved formal confirmation of Michiru's problem, but little else. The rough equivalent of shifting a heavy load on your back from the right shoulder to the left. That said, I'm not intending to take further proactive measures at the moment. Michiru's the only one who can truly resolve her problems. Ta-da! He's not here to fix her! She's the only one who can fix herself, if she even wants to be fixed. If she has an issue, she's the one who can fix it because it's hers. Hallelujah. Nada, something is troubling her. I must do everything to fix it, for it is my duty as the protag. No. You're not a knight in shining armor that's gonna come in and fix her problems. Thank God. Though watch, there's probably gonna be another route where he does just that to someone, and then I'm just gonna hate him. Just be an encouragement. You're not the means to help. At best, you could be a tool. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this. But fucking, boy, white knighting, just, yeah. Let me fix you. No, that's not how that shit works. Maybe external aid could provide her with a temporary crutch. That'd only make things even harder on the girl when she finds herself alone again. Holy fuck! Yes! A crutch! It would be a crutch! When you try to save someone, often as not, you succeed only in stroking your own ego. Preach, Yuji, preach! Rather than scooping them up in your arms, you should be providing a push from behind. Assuming, of course, they even want your help in the first place. Fucking preach to the heavens, man! You're not gonna fix somebody if they don't... You're not gonna fix someone at all. The most you can do is get them to try to, help themselves, but only if they want to. If someone doesn't want to, nothing you do is gonna convince them otherwise. It's a decision they have to make on their own. But holy fuck, yes. That's like everything I was just saying. Even Yuji fucking knows I'm not gonna solve any of her problems. All that's gonna happen is if I try to fix her, she'll be worse off in the long run. Guess I really should get going. I leave the sweet-smelling room behind, having gained little there but a fresh coat of cat hair on my socks. Okay,
ってことで、私ってば幼児に言ってやったわけよ。今度部屋に入ってきたら、つま先をつまみ上げてやるぞってね。
What the fuck? I'll twist your tiptoes till you toot. Whatever. We had a heartfelt moment with some actual good, you know, rationalization on Yuji's part. For once. And now we're back to some comedy. Okay, you know what? Like, 10 out of 10, I gotta say. This is actually, this is good. I'm really liking this even more now.
それはチルチルらしいのよさ。でしょ？こっちも遊びでツンデレやってるんじゃないんでね。やるときはやってやるですよ。
What kind of business exactly?
何よユージ、いたの？いたならちゃんとそう言いなさいよね。
Since that day, Michiru seems to have gotten back into her normal rhythm, even cracking jokes at my expense. Everything isn't quite back to the way it was before, but she seems to have gradually regained her balance.
つま先、変なことされないようにユージも気をつけないとね。
Twisted toes. That's nothing. I heard a story once about a journalist who got abducted by a terrorist group. Oh, where's this going? Ah! They broke out the pliers and... Alright then. Guess that's enough of that story. Pliers, I'm assuming it was either taking those off or taking those off. Ooh.
あんたは変なところで残酷描写が出てくるから嫌なのよね。残酷超人残酷3か。
Cruelty Colossus Cruel 3? What?
あ、それ見てた。あるの？残酷あるの？ないっけ？あまね、あるよね。あれ、私の夢だっけか。それは私にはわからないな。夢の管理ぐらいしっかりしてほしいのよさ。なんで夢の管理までやらせるかな。さすがにそれは難しいわよね。きっとサッチンならやってくれるはずなのよ。サッチン、サッチン。やれやれ。じゃあ私もちょっと買い出しに行ってくるね。
Still a little awkward around us, but I guess only when we're alone.
何よ。
Nothing in particular. Huh? Michiru, stay here.
何？
The details are unclear. Keep quiet and stand by at your present location. Don't make me repeat myself again. The scream from outside sounded like Sakaki. Hope it's nothing serious, but... Sakaki, where are you? Respond! Damn it, where is she? Sakaki! What is it? What happened?
降ってきた。
It fell? What fell?
今急に空から
Out of the sky?
猫が。
A cat, you say?
猫が降ってきたの。それでちょっと。
I follow Sakaki's gaze to find a familiar black cat bounding lightly away into a nearby hedge. Must have been wandering around this area looking for Michiru. It's Michiru's cat, isn't it?
知り合いなの？もしかして驚かせようとしてわざと？
No, you're misunderstanding. That was almost certainly pure coincidence. It most likely happened to pass by just as it was jumping down from a high place nearby. I doubt the cat did it out of malice either.
そう。それならいいけど。ちょっと驚いたわ。どうした？私にできることは
？What can I do?
何？
Thought I ordered you to stay to your post, maggot. Why'd you disobey me?
そんなの決まってるでしょ。私はあんたの子分でも家来でもないからよ。命令を聞く義理はない。
True enough, but you can't deny there was a possibility of real danger. That's why I told you to stay where you were. I really hope you can figure that much out for yourself.
うさいな。確かにそうだけど。でもうっさいのよ。それでどうしたの？猫が急に空から降ってきたのよ。猫が空から？猫が空からね。なるほど。ユミコ、それ私のツンデレブレインでちょっと考えたんだけど、もしかしてだけど、違ってたら気を悪くしないでね。それって猫じゃなくて雨じゃない？ごめんなさい。そうですよね。猫と雨は間違いませんよね。だって猫は猫ですものね。間違いようがないですよね。そもそもあの猫は松島さんのだって聞いたけど、違うの？
He was kidding me out. It was me. It was me. God damn it. Now I got reverse flash memes in my head. It was me, Barry. If anyone hasn't seen any of those reverse flash memes, they're great. The long and short of it is, the reverse flash is just a petty asshole who, in his words from I think the comics and for sure in the Injustice 2 fighting game, he's every bad day you've ever had. Because he's literally just like does shit like, I went back in time with super speed and pushed you down the stairs. Shit like that. Like, really petty stuff. Just to make fucking Barry Allen's life just a little, a little more hell and annoying. Because he couldn't outright kill Barry. Or else he'd erase himself from existence. So he'd just be a petty asshole. God damn it. That's how it got from that to fucking reverse flash.
違う、私は猫なんて飼ってないもん。それでその猫にじゃなくて、どこの馬かわからない猫はどこに行ったの？馬かわからない猫？松島さん、猫と雨の違いは分かって猫と馬の違いがわからないの？はあ？わっかるに決まってんでしょ。馬と猫って全然違うじゃん。逆にどういう意味？なんだかちょっとわからない。いろいろ。
Kitty meow. Huh. Really does look like a comfortable perch, doesn't it?
それで結局その猫は松島さんのペットなの？その猫って何？それってどれ？
The one on your head.
それって頭の上に乗ってる、明らかに乗ってる猫。
The comfortably perched one.
もしそうだとしたら何なの？学園で動物を飼うことは禁止されているはずだけど。じゃあ違う。じゃあユミコ、あんたが見てるのは幻よ。この世に猫など存在しない。
No cats are real. It's the birds that don't exist. There's no such thing as birds. They're not real. They're just surveillance devices. I mean, have you ever seen a camera and a bird in the same place? I thought not. They're everywhere, watching your every move. Beware the birds, for they aren't real. God. It's such a meme of a conspiracy, but I'm sure people actually believe that birds aren't real. I'm fairly sure cats do exist, actually.
いや、存在しない。この世には犬しか存在しない。
In an apparent attempt to protect her cat, Michiru begins to lay out a rather radical new theory. She's probably thinking Sakaki might talk to the administration and get the animal taken away from her.
そう。では、100歩譲ってそれが猫じゃないとしたら、頭の上に乗っているのは何？今の私に言えることは全て幻。だから本当はここには何もいません。見えているのは錯覚です。本来は姿もなければ音も聞こえないのです。泣いたけど？泣いてないでしょ。完全に泣いてないでしょ。
This fucking cat.
二度泣いたけど。そうっすね。泣いたね。じゃあ呪いだこりゃ。猫の呪いだわ。呪いで頭の上に猫がいるように見えるんだわ。急に頭が重くなってきたね。呪いってすごいわ。
Oh my god.
それじゃあ私はそろそろ時間なんで。
She just declared that cats don't exist, and now she's insisting on a cat curse. The word inconsistent itself is rendered meaningless in the face of this girl's irrationality. Michiru, my friend, if you're gonna keep a pet cat, then at least try to be stealthy about it.
だから飼って泣いてばただの呪い。よくあるやつ。ご飯なの？ご飯なの？ちょっと待ってなさいよね。まったく。
That girl really does whatever she wants.
ねえ、風見くん。松島さん頭を強く打ったりした？
I haven't heard anything of the sort.
そう。これからもうちょっと優しく接してあげることにしようって今思った。強く思った。
And so, Michiru's more or less back to her old, energetic self. If anything, I think her incomprehensibility factor may have increased slightly. I do understand. The girl's forcing out a show of cheerfulness to mask the continued instability of her emotions. And more simply, she's excited by her new pet. That said, no matter what the circumstances may be, this illusion and cat curse strategy strikes me as more than a little wince-worthy, even by Michiru standards. Guess I'll see if Chizuru can get me the standard cat vaccines. There's no telling what sort of viruses or infections a stray might have picked up. In some cases, feline intestinal worms can infect human beings. Michiru's stomach is weak at the best of times, so a little caution seems warranted. I have to be careful about being too nice, though. Don't need a certain capricious creature getting emotionally attached to me. There's only one truth, but the same facts will inevitably be interpreted in wildly different ways depending on the viewpoint of the observer. The winner writes the history books, and they always come out looking pretty good. If you're searching for the absolute truth, you've got no choice but to wade through various accounts with a critical eye, painstakingly piecing together a more neutral perspective. But even then, cleverly distorted information can often throw your puzzle into a confused jumble. So how about this? Instead of sifting through everything you can find, dramatically restrict your sources of information. Ignore the third parties entirely, and talk only to those who were directly involved. In most cases, that's simply not practical. Every once in a great while, it's an effective strategy. Coming in.
あら、風見くんじゃない。どうしたの？何か用？それとも私の顔が見たくなった？
I mean, I always want to see frickin' Tachibana here. God, I kind of wish she had a route, even if it was a short one. No, I see your face in my dreams every night. Real nice expression on it, too, if you know what I mean.
あの時ってどの時よ？何よ？
Okay, enough joking around. Sorry to barge in like this, but there's actually something I was hoping you could get for me.
冗談なのね。それでどうしたの？支給品だけじゃ心もとない仕事でもあるのかしら？
I do my job with the tools I'm given. This concerns my private life.
あなたがプライベートなんて言葉を使うとはね。ちょっと驚きだわ。
I'd like you to get me a dose of combination vaccine for a cat. And some flea medication while you're at it.
猫？学校の敷地内を野良猫がうろうろしてると思ったら、あれ風見くんの猫？
I'm on a leash myself. Why would I do the same to an animal?
発信機でもつけて遊んでるのかと思ってね。
Anyway, I want to give that cat one of those 3-in-1 shots at the very least. And just for safety's sake, can you get it tested for common diseases? I'll get a blood sample for you.
待ちなさい。誰のお金でやると思ってるの？そんな勝手が許されるわけないでしょ。
True enough, I guess.
でも、相手は風見くんですものね。サービスして5種の混合ワクチンぐらいなら個人的に用意してあげましょう。それ以外は民間の動物病院でやってちょうだい。私はあなたと違って何でも屋さんじゃないのよ。
You're still a help. I appreciate it. Alright then, I'll see you in my dreams. As I turn to leave, Chizuru grabs my arm to detain me.
ちょっと待ちなさい。もっと
他に何か聞きたいことがあってわざわざここに来たんじゃないの？
Leaning back in her chair, Chizuru pushes her glasses up her nose with the tip of a finger. We may not have spent that much time together, but we've known each other long enough. The woman can see right through me at times. Well, it's not like I need to hide it, I suppose. It's about Michiru. The cat belongs to her, by the way.
松島さんね。そんなことだろうと思いました。それで風見くんは松島さんの何を知ってるの？
I've learned that she's an extremely moody woman. Also, she sleeps in a room saturated with the sugary smell of cheap, artificially colored candies.
ちょっと風見くん、部屋で松島さんに変なことしたわけじゃないでしょうね。
Nothing to worry about. Paid a brief visit because I had just something to discuss with her, that's all.
だったらいいけど、問題になるような行動は慎みなさい。普通の学園生活が送りたいんでしょ？それで問題のない範疇で松島さんのことを説明することはできるけど。
Yes, please. Please. After all this wandering around following a trail of breadcrumbs, an unexpected bluebird arrives on the scene. Does Chizuru have the answers I've been looking for? Honestly, I'd be grateful. That said, you can't exactly email me your records, I assume?
当然ね。私はここだけの話なんて言葉は信じてないけど、風見くんなら信頼できるし。
Alright then. Let me ask you something. Does Michiru... For some reason, I don't feel like asking Chizuru the question anymore. If anyone's gonna tell me Michiru's story, it should be Michiru herself. Sorry, don't think I need that explanation after all. Shouldn't be necessary, really. If Michiru needs my help in some way, I assume she'll come to me herself.
あら、そう。交換することに決めたのね。風見くんがそうしたいのなら、そうしましょう。
Yeah, cut out the third party. Technically, Chizuru's a third party. Technically. You'd want to hear it from... Yeah, you want to hear it from Michiru herself. Sorry to waste your time. By asking Chizuru, I probably could have obtained a decent amount of new information. But when I remember Michiru quivering under her blanket, I think I made the right choice just now. I can't help but feel that learning about Michiru's background without her knowledge would be a betrayal of sorts. You know what? Good on you, Yuji. For once.
セーブするわ。
There. I'll end it off there, because that's kind of a nice little bow on it right there for now. Okay. So yeah, that is going to be it for me today. Stream-wise, that was pretty good. Had a nice little heartwarming moment. And then back to some more comedy. And now I'm starting to like Yuji just that teeny bit more. Just that teeny tiny bit more. He's got a little more tact now with her. which is great. It's kind of what I wanted to see. He's not a mega asshole just blurting out whatever. Even when fucking, you know, Chizuru could tell him everything he wants to know about Michiru, he'd rather hear it from her. So, yeah, I'm very pleasantly surprised. Okay, I'm just gonna lay out my schedule for the rest of this week, now that I've got you guys here. Alright. So obviously today was Fruit of Grisaia. No stream tomorrow because I'll be working all day. Tuesday and Wednesday at 10, we are back to Kingdom Hearts 2. We're gonna pick off right where we left off, get through a few worlds, and yeah, see where we go. I don't think it'll take too long to get... I'm thinking I might be able to finish off a world per stream, depending on how rusty and bad I am. We'll see. And then unfortunately after that, there are no planned streams for the rest of the week, because I will be working pretty much every day. However, I do have... I have 2 Gunpla kits coming. One I'll probably do later in the day during one of my scheduled stream days. The other I'll probably wait until Saturday night to do, because I won't be won't be at work for nearly as long, so I could sneak that one in. So yeah, that's about all you got from me for today. So that was pretty fun. I did enjoy that a lot, honestly. I really did enjoy that. That's... Now we're really into this game. We're actually on a route. I can get a little more invested and we get some actual development, which is perfect. It's scratching that itch that I really like. So yeah, I am liking Michiru's character as much as I thought I would, if not a little more. I'm sympathetic with her. I do feel like it's like, yes, just hold her. She 100% wanted to be comforted. That just... It hits. You know what I'm trying to say. But, yeah, anyway, thanks everyone for watching and lurking. I do appreciate it very, very much. I hope you all have yourselves a great rest of your day. And I'll see you next time.